Well, it's 2010, and we're really happy here at Winder to have a new year. We've got a lot planned, a lot of programs that we've been having that we'll continue to have that have been really successful. And I'm happy to report that for the November-December months of 2009 over November-December 2008, our computer count increased 20%, our patron count increased 19%, and our children's programming increased 50%.
Yay!
And so we were so happy. And while our circulation is still right under Jefferson's circulation, I find that after talking to Alan, our director of the Piedmont Regional Library System, that it seems that our community's need for computers and other resources are greater than they are in Jefferson, whereas Jefferson's community uses their library more to check out reading material. They use it much less for computers and so forth. So it all kind of goes back to what your library is for your community at a specific time and its relevance. And I think it's important that we acknowledge that relevance. And while our circulation continues to be very, very good, right now our community really needs us for programming, children's programming, and computers, you know, and so that kind of explains those numbers a little bit, but a 50% increase in children's programming I think is just phenomenal. Part of that is due to our new children's person, Laura Blank. Many of you know that Lisa Hubbard has been our children's person for many years now, and while she's still with the library, she's taken the position as a circulation assistant, helping Laura with children's programming, where Laura is now our primary children's person. And she took over that job the beginning in November, and she's been able to add an additional children's program at 9:30 in the morning, or I'm sorry, 10 o'clock in the morning for local daycares, and they come on a sign-up basis, so she doesn't get bombarded with like every daycare in the community. So that's sort of for her protection. And then she has her normal story hour at 10:30. And then we've also been doing monthly specials. We've had a couple of pajama parties with the Early Learning Center with Pat Banford. We did a Polar Express pajama party in December, and we had Mr. Ballman, who is retired from the railroad, come with his railroad attire on, and he punched the children's tickets. If you're not familiar with the Polar Express, in the story, the little boy gets on the train, and it's a Christmas story, and so Mr. Bauman punched their tickets so they could come on board the Polar Express, and they were given cookies and hot chocolate, and so we just had a really good time, had a great turnout, I believe it was about 60 parents and children. And then just 2 weeks ago, we had Ian Canales, who is a teacher, music teacher at Bethlehem Elementary School. He came and did a multicultural music program for us, and we had about 40 people attend that on a Saturday. And that was, you know, partially due to you guys, because if you'll remember, we got Mr. Canales through a Georgia Council for the Arts grassroots grant. And so you guys paid part of that, and then the other half is paid for by the Georgia Council for the Arts. So we were really excited, really pleased with the turnout. A lot of activity. The children were playing musical instruments and singing songs and dancing. So he gets everyone really involved, and so it was a lot of fun. And then what else? We continue to have Dixie, who has therapy dogs come, and she usually brings Betty, the Cocker Spaniel, and she comes once a month for reluctant readers to read to Betty, pet Betty, and it just kind of adds a different excitement in the library when you see an animal. So, if nothing else, it's just kind of fun. We also continue to have Miss Monica come twice a month to do free programs, computer programs for our patrons. She's been doing a lot of beginners classes. We still find that a lot of our patrons need help starting an email up, searching for jobs, writing resumes, and so forth, just becoming familiar with the internet. And we hope to, to continue that just as long as Monica will do it. In addition, we continue to have our teen programming, which I feel like is finally kind of taking off. We meet once a month for the Teen Book Club. This will be our 4th month meeting, and this is the 2nd month, I believe now, that we've had a movie night. We're actually planning to have a movie night tonight. We're going to serve hot chocolate. We're having a hot chocolate bar of sorts, so they'll be able to make their hot chocolate, and then they can choose, chocolate sauce or whipped cream or marshmallows and so forth. And so they have fun with that, you know. And I'm hoping to start doing a once-a-month game night as well. And that's the biggest reason that we're not doing these things more regularly is just a lack of staff, because as we continue to be busy, the staff is needed more on the desk, and we just don't have a full-time children's person, a full-time young adult person, a full-time, you know, adult, you know, programming person. So we rely heavily on volunteers for that. And I was hoping she would be able to come today, but there's a girl, her name is Brandy, and she's very interested in helping out with the teen programming, and she's planning to come tonight. And she reads a lot of young adult literature, and it's a genre that she really enjoys, and she's in her later 20s. So I'm hoping that that'll be a good match, and she'll be able to come out and help more with the young adult programming. I'm trying to think what else. We've got a big calendar planned already for the beginning of the year, and I'm just really excited to have the support, and we continue to have new friends come and visit, and you know, just trying to get people sponsored by the OCLC and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And there's lots of information if you go to geekthelibrary.org. If you go to our website, there's a little bit of information. There's a special survey on the geekthelibrary.org that's important for us to all take, is to just get people talking about your local library and what you can do for your library and what your library means to your community.